Hey there YouTubers, this is what we're going to be doing today. Okay, so continuing on from the pentatonic thing we did, or I did, I don't know what you did. I wanted to keep going with it. Patterns, this is one thing, it can help and hinder our playing, depends on what we want to do with it. I was told to do pentatonics, or scales in general. Once again, this applies to scales, but I'm just sticking with pentatonic and blues scale for now. So yeah, doing your scale instead of learning it just like this, we can go up and down in patterns, in numbers. Pick a number. So when I started, it was 3s and 4s. 1, 2, 3. Then you start on the next note. 1, 2, 3. Then you start on the next note. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Or you can think of it go up 3 notes, down 1, and then up 3 notes, down 1, up 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. If you do these things like a lot of it, it just becomes patterns and exercises and becomes less musical. So the idea is to inject a little bit of life into it. You can do patterns of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And so if you want, blah blah blah, yeah, you can do patterns of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever. You just do whatever you want, but the idea, like I said, was to do something musical with it. So here's an idea. I got my loop going. Once again, we're in A minor and a D minor chord. Alright, so if I just do this, hang on, no, that's not what I wanted to do. It's not that exciting, but if I mix it up, maybe I'll do a 3 and a 4, or a 4 and a 3 and a 5, whatever. I'll just noodle around with this concept. Also using what we did last time. Still trying to keep pentatonic blues. Alright, here we go. Blah blah blah, getting carried away. Anyway, the idea is to do the patterns, and you can think of it, you can either play it like a robot, 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3, blah 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 blah, or blah. And you, like, to me that's more interesting. And the way I play, I generally don't do to me, it's, maybe sometimes I might do it if it's what I want to do, but it's not something I do a lot of, because it just becomes too much of a pattern. And then, yeah, it's less improvising and more just, here's what I practiced earlier. So get used to it first, and yes, you probably will sound like a robot, especially if you're a very beginner. We all sound like robots. I think my first guitar solo sounded like... all sound like that in the beginning. I don't know if there's a genius that learns a scale and becomes, awesome straight away. But the idea is, yes, to try and get used to the coordination between the hands. Try and just maybe for a week or a month or whatever, just do your scales in all positions, 5 positions, in 3s. Just go 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Then the next time 4s, then 5s, then 6s, and all of it starts to give you a good technique, good coordination between the hands, and yeah, you start combining all of these things. So if I do, here we go. So that was something like, I think it was 2 4s, and then I repeated the last 4. Makes it a bit more interesting than. So try 3, 3. I can't talk and play at the same time, it's difficult. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. So you get the idea. So apply this to all patterns, positions, however you think about it, and start trying to play less like a robot and more like a human with some feelings. Hopefully that helped you out, and I will see you next time. Peace.